Good morning, everyone. I'm just trying to find the speech here so we could watch this. All right, I think here we go. Now I got to figure out how to. Well, I wasn't going to stream this, but I was like, you know what? Why not? Let's do it. Let's make sure. Testing. It's not showing us. Oh, there we go. Not showing. All right, here we go. Little Papa P.
Everyone, and welcome to the Federal Reserve. My name is Amanda Roberts, and I am a member of the Community Bank Supervision Team, as well as one of the conference organizers. Before we get started, I have to briefly go over some housekeeping items. So the first thing, probably most importantly, is if you haven't found them already, the bathrooms are down the hall and to the right.
Oh, thanks.
Second, please silence your cell phones. Third, this is a reminder that today's event is being live streamed on the board's YouTube channel. If you ask a question during Q&A, please wait for a microphone and identify yourself. Lastly, as I'm sure you've already discovered, the Federal Reserve is a secure facility. We ask that you please keep your security name tag on all day long, with, of course, the exception of panelists up on stage. You can take it off for that. If you need to step out of the building, or you need a quiet place for a phone call, or you have any other questions, please see one of the board employees sitting right beside the door here at the desk. We are now going to begin our conference with welcoming remarks from the Chair of the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell.
All right, here we go.
Good morning, and welcome to the Federal Reserve Board. I'm sorry that I'm traveling today and could not be with you. Thank you to Vice Chair for Supervision, Mickey Bowman, for hosting this conference. Thank you also to all the board staff that made this event possible. Community banks play a vital role in the U.S. financial system because they have strong links to the people and businesses they serve and direct knowledge of local economic conditions. These close ties allow community bankers to better understand their customers and the ensuing products and services for those they serve. I saw this clearly when I led the board's Community and Regional Bank Subcommittee as a governor. I have also seen the critical role of community banks in the communities where I've lived, including as a community bank customer. Today's event is a helpful opportunity for Fed leaders to hear from community bankers and learn more about the issues you face. We're committed to understanding these issues, and we have long been committed to tailoring our supervisory practices as appropriate for community banks to reduce unnecessary burden, while still ensuring that community banks continue to operate in a safe and sound manner.
Looks like it's going to be enough.
Thank you so much for being here today to share your knowledge and experience, and thanks for being such a vital part of the communities that you serve.
That was it. That was weak. He's saving the sauce for the end of the month.
Thank you to Chair Powell for opening our conference this morning. It's so wonderful to see all of you here in Washington, again with us, to discuss and celebrate community banking and to talk about what the future is going to look like. Good morning, Secretary.
That was pretty weak. But it looks like that was a pretty uneventful presser there. So I wasn't sure what it was. I knew that it was a speech remarks. I knew it wasn't going to be anything crazy. Let's just set the day up here real fast in terms of what we're looking at. and just go through the broader markets. And give me 1 second. See how long it takes me to do this. There we go. All right, I got it. I got you figured out here, Mr. YouTube. There we go. All right, I think we're good now. All right, so let's just take a look here. The last few days here on the SPX, we've been really just trading sideways. We have this little bit of a range built over the last 5 days, starting last Thursday. And you could see we've got some clear resistance up here. And it looks like we're just building some pressure for a move higher. We're not getting the data because of the government shutdown, which I almost feel like is turning out to be a positive thing for the stock markets, because as that data is not being released, there's no risk to the downside because we're not seeing what the numbers are. So we're continuing to just drive this thing up. It continues to get bought up. So I'm looking for a breakout of this range today. I wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of a retest, come down, grab some liquidity, and then push higher, and then we start our next leg up. So that's what I'm watching for on the SPY, the Qs. Big strong candle yesterday. We saw really big tech have some nice pushes. Nvidia is up today at a new all-time high, 192. We'll take a look at that chart here in a second. But the Qs are breaking out new all-time highs. IWM, didn't hit new all-time highs yesterday, but we did have an inside candle here, bullish harami. So watch for a push here on IWM. That's looking pretty tasty. The DIA, Dow Jones Industrial, again, just kind of moving sideways, but there's pressure being built here. We had an inside candle yesterday. So again, pressure is building for a move, and we're not going to fight the trend right now. We're not going to do that. 10-year is coming down a little bit. We nearly retested that 50. Looks like it's trickling down, and the VIX slightly up, slightly elevated, but we haven't had a VIX spike in a while. And who knows when we're going to get one, but it's just kind of dumping. So let's see what we get there. And let's just hop over to the 3-minute and just take a look at some of the tickers here. Just the MAG. We'll do the MAG 8, and then we'll hop off because that was just such a weak J Powell presser. But Apple, let me come over to Apple on the daily. So Apple, same thing, building pressure, and this thing looks ready for its next leg up. I mean, really just been chopping sideways. So let's see if we can push out of this, maybe hit the 265 area. I am watching that one today on Apple. Amazon had a really nice push. Let me come over here to the daily on Amazon. But we did get a retest of that 50 simple moving average, pulled back down. I'm going to be watching this one for another day trade today because there is upside room here. It looks pretty good to me. So we'll be watching Amazon and Broadcom, really just kind of chopping sideways here pre-market. Boeing has had a nice push. This actually looked really nice on the daily because look at that beautiful double bottom right there off of the 100. And so we did close above that 50 yesterday. The key here with Boeing is this 100 on the monthly. This is the key. It closed above this is going to send this thing because it hasn't got above there in quite some time. Now we did close above it December of 2023. That's quite a while ago. This one will make a move once it gets above that moving average, but it's had a difficult time in doing that, but it is showing a little bit of strength. Goog, a little bit of a pre-market impulse higher up to 248.49, a little bit of a retracement back down into that candle. So we'll see what that one wants to do. Come over to Meta. I really like Meta here. I mean, this thing has been a laggard. and it did fill that gap. Look at that wick is almost right to the penny of this wick from July 30th. I was hoping to try to get it down here at the 200, looking at a double top. We didn't get that. Not to say that it still can't drop down here, but there is really nice reward here versus the risk on Meta. So watching that. Microsoft, just kind of chopping sideways here. We'll see what happens there. Netflix had finally got a good move, and I didn't get to buy my out of the money calls because I wanted to be in this box. We still have time. We have earnings 2 weeks away, so still not ready to commit there. Let's see if it gets rejected off that 100. And let's come over to vids. New all-time highs here, guys. 192.72. As long as that price action holds, we're going to make a new all-time high on NVIDIA. So let's see if we squeeze there on the chips. And then good old Tessie, a little bit of a rebound here into the 50 in pre-market. We come over to the daily. We had a couple sell the news events. I want to at least see one of these gaps get filled before I would want to go long. October is pretty bearish for this ticker, so I'm going to stay away. And they typically won't run NVIDIA and Tesla at the same time. So I'm not going to touch Tesla today. Two things just want to put on your radar. APLD is going to be reporting earnings today at close. And you must have this megaphone pattern that's established here where swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high, pushed above that upper resistance trend line, retested it. So watch for a breakout here. I might actually take a flyer on this one and give it a shot. Just because there's been a lot of momentum with this ticker. So I'll watch this one and maybe set something up with some very, very cheap, low risk out of the money calls because this could get a gap up. So I'm going to watch that one. And then the last thing, let's come over to Bitcoin. Bitcoin showed some strength. It sold down quite a bit overnight, but it got bought back up. So watch Bitcoin. It's going to hit 130 sooner rather than later. So let's see if we have a ripper of a day today. So I'm looking for some nice moves, potentially a breakout here today. It should be fun. It should be, there should be some great opportunities. I hope you guys smash it and crush it today. That was a bit of a wah wah in terms of Papa P, but you know, sometimes he's just, like Jason said, short and sweet and to the point. So, but that's it. Little mini live stream here, guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And we have the big live stream coming up for the Fed rate decision and the Big Powell speech. That is at the end of the month. I believe that is October 29th. I hope you'll join me for that. And make it a great day and honor the moment, everyone. Take care.